Hi there, welcome to the video on fractions, decimals, and percents. This audio may not quite match the video because I am attempting to re-record audio. Okay, we're going to begin with some common decimal and fraction equivalents. If we start with the whole number 1, we know that it's equivalent to 100% or any number over itself, such as 1 over 1, 10 over 10, or the decimal 1.00. Another common equivalent that you need to know is 1/2. If you think of 1/2 of anything, that's the same thing as having 50% of something, which is also the same thing. If you think monetarily, money is equivalent, half of a dollar would be 50 cents or 0.50. Or if you look at 1 and then 0.50, you could divide those in 2 because 1/2 is the same, is 1/2 of 1. And then if we take 1/4, 1/4 is 1/2 of 1/2, or divide 50% by 2, which makes it 25%, or the equivalent part of that is 0.25, or 1/4 of a dollar is 25 cents. These are 4 common equivalents that everyone should be able to know. Now, as you're thinking about fractions, decimals, and percents, there are some things that you're also going to need to know about those fractions, decimals, and percents. If you start with the number to the right, the decimal equivalent, then we're going to move the decimal point to the right 2 places to get the percent. Okay, so now let's take a look at 0.50. Okay, 50 cents, 50% is equivalent to that. And if we're looking at making a conversion, when we have a percent, we just add the decimal point, as I did, all the way to the right. And so if you're making a conversion from a decimal to a percent, you move to the right 2 places, or multiply by 100 in essence. So if you were looking at another decimal part, like for example, okay, I'm explaining there about the 100. But if we have another example such as 0.34, we will move the decimal 2 places to the right to write that as a percent, which would make it 34%. You can also think of percent as meaning per 100. So it could be a fraction with a denominator of 100. Then we have the decimal 2.3. Well, we need 2 places, but we only have 1. So we can always add a placeholder of a 0 to the right of anything that's to the right of the decimal point. So if you then move 2 places from 2.30, you end up with 230%. Now think about that. If 1 is 100%, then 2 would be equivalent to 200%, 3 would be equivalent to 300%, so 2.3, it makes sense that it would be between 2 and 3, or between 2 and 300.